Hey, my mate. Hope you had a lucky weekend, and thanks for the videos. See that home's getting set up nicely, looking good. So obviously, little drills we can do there during the week, just make all the world of difference. So really happy with that. And then obviously I can get some more videos, so that's all cool. So I just want to touch on a couple of things quickly, right? So we can start to see now that the body, arms, and golf club are all working together. Now that we've changed that idea of the golf swing being more of a circle. Before, obviously, the setup made it difficult, but also just the idea of what you're trying to do is wrong. So, hips are going one way, shoulders another way, arms another way, so it was all a bit messy and sort of difficult to improve and figure out how we're going to get you to hit the ball better. So now everything's moving sort of in the right way. The movement patterns are much better. Everything's working the way it should, back and forth. And now we can start to improve those movements a little bit. Okay. At the moment, very much going to focus on the downswing, a little bit of timing, whatever, but kind of learning to get that swing circle online from the top. So if we can get the circle online here, then we can freewheel with our body, with our hips, with our legs, all working together, sort of on the same angle, on the same rotary idea. Then it's going to really come together nicely, because your ball striking and your balance and your speed of rotation and stuff is just off the hook. Okay, it's really, really impressive. So that's where we're at. So huge improvements and huge changes that we're seeing in how your body's working, how the club is working. Okay, and now we can start to actually make them better as well. Okay, which is really exciting. So we're going to do quite an extensive warm-up. Okay, and I just want you to do this functional thing for me as well. Now, this particular functional thing, I'll probably only explain more depth in a couple of weeks' time. So I just need you to do it. You can do it, every day. You can do it twice a day. You can do it as part of your warm-up, whatever it is. Okay, so what we want to do now that we're starting to rotate the body back and through and swing the golf club on a circle, on a tilted circle, we want to get those angles as good as possible. So we want to do this little pivot drill. Okay, so you can do sort of any stance width, it doesn't really matter. And I'd prefer you do it with a golf club. You can do it with anything. You can do it with a broom. I mean, theoretically, you could do it by crossing your arms. Some of them you can do without a golf club with your arms outstretched. That's also going to work. Okay, but for now, I also would prefer to do it with a golf club. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to put this golf club right at the top of your chest, right on your shoulders there. Okay, and then tilt over. Okay, and what we're trying to do is turn on our original angle. So we're not turning up here flat, we're turning on the tilt. Okay, so we're pointing the left shoulder of the club sort of down, not quite at the golf ball, just outside the golf ball, but certainly behind it. Okay, and as we do that, we're stabilizing this right leg. So it's taking all of the weight and it's maintaining all those angles, and it's giving us a place to sort of push off and start the downswing from. Okay, so turn behind the ball, keep the angles, feel some pressure there. Okay, and then as you push slightly into the left, okay, hip opens. All right, and then the shoulders turn back down on a tilt, so they don't turn too level. Okay, back down on a tilt. Continue until the right side points just past and outside the golf ball. Okay, and then obviously through to a full finish. All right, so from this angle, distance from the ball, okay, turn behind it, so you can see that's pointing approximately there, behind and outside the golf ball. Okay, a little pause, use the left side, unwind to square, shoulders are square as I hit it, or level should I say, well, and square. Okay, continue the right side down, and then up, and then through to the finish. Okay, we don't want to be doing that. Okay, that's the kind of move we're going to start slowly and slightly getting rid of. All right. Okay, so just do as many of those as you can. Okay, and then again, like I said, we've got an extensive warm-up here. It's going to start to make more and more sense as we go. All right, so it is short game based, so chipping, pitching, whatever the case may be. Give yourself an idea, 15, 20, 25 meters. Okay, we're going to start with slap drill, all right, with that 56 or 60. Okay, so palm open, middle finger. We're going to do 5 of those. Narrow stance, level shoulders, none of this. Okay, that right shoulder is nice and high at address. Okay, Keep that face open and just a little pivot. Okay, see where the right shoulder goes, see where the right hand, club, and face go. On the circle, continue that circle. Allow the club to bottom out and hold that follow through. So 5 of those. All right. Then we're going to do one hand only swings. If you need to grip down, that's fine. Okay, quite strong, so you shouldn't be able to. I mean, you shouldn't have to, but if you want to, it's absolutely fine. Okay, I'm going to grip down. I mean, I generally hold it there anyway, but grip down just a little bit. Okay, left hand only. Once again, keep everything level, no tilting. Level knees, level hips. Club at the golf ball. Okay, for you, if you need the club here, that's fine. Okay, and we're just doing little sort of half, three-quarter left hand only swings. Okay. All right, obviously trying to strike the ball nicely. That wasn't too bad. Better than expected. 5 of those. And then right hand. Now right hand must go down because obviously it will be lower. Okay, grip looking good. Left hand there, no tilting, everything level. Little right hand swings. Okay, and then go back again, do 5 slaps, 5 left, 5 right. Okay, so 30 reps for the warm-up. Okay, a very extensive warm-up. We're going to keep that warm-up for this whole week, possibly next week as well. We're going to learn a lot from that. Okay, and then swing work. We're going to keep it a little bit simpler this week. Okay, more difficult but simpler, if that makes sense. So we've got a whole new drill. Okay, and then we're going to start trying and then just sort of a little bit of a feel. Okay, so I like where we're at. A big thing we're trying to do now is sort of, I mean, I know it's a drive and stuff, and you'll send me some irons, but I just felt like on those swings you're turning, which is great. Everything is circular. Okay, but we kind of stuck it a little bit on this leg. We're not quite loading that leg. And then from there, as we change direction, using the hip nicely, but this right shoulder is a little bit this way. Okay, and we're just trying to get it to go that way first. All right. But we only need to do this naturally. That's where double knee flex is. It's to teach us to hit from a little bit flatter, deeper. This is deeper. That's too far outside. That's too far behind. This is the right depth in line with the right shoulder. So that's where we're after. And obviously when I'm doing double knee flex, the legs are really solid. Okay, so that's what that drill is designed for, and we've been doing a lot of it. We now maybe want to do it a touch more specifically in terms of focusing on those things rather than just a drill, right? Okay, so very cool drill for you. Okay, step drill. Okay, now this is to learn kind of to load that right leg, but then how to shift correctly. Okay, and as you shift, and you can see what's happening, I'm shifting almost before the end of the backswing. Okay, as you shift and rotate, then you create that arm depth that we want. So as you shift and rotate, naturally that swing plane and arm depth and shoulder drops all the same thing. It kind of, instead of you're a little bit this way, right? So that's what it's designed for. Okay, so look, very important how you set up. So we're going to set up essentially our feet together, but not really, and you'll see what I mean now. So if you do it the first time with a club and then just kind of get the angles correct, then you don't have to go through the whole step each time. But basically what we want to do, I've got an 8 sign here, so sort of middle stance, pretty much ball in the middle, maybe just a hair forward of middle. And then we want to be there because that's the right ball position, setup position, whatever, and then we bring in the foot back. So it's not like feet together like this with a neutral ball position. Okay, it's feet together where my back foot, my load foot would be on the backswing, right? So that ball's out there. Okay, now obviously you like to be over here, that's fine. So if you kind of work it out and maybe put something there, that's fine. Otherwise, every round you got to go through that. Okay, but it's not that. And you'll see why in a second, right? So it's there. Okay, and then from there we take the backswing, step, and hit. And we're trying to find that timing of that step and obviously how that step helps us load the club and get the shoulders and right arm on the correct angle, right? So if you do it from here, then when you step, you're going to be way ahead of the golf ball, so that's not really going to help us. Okay, so step draw, nice setup, draw the foot back, get yourself ready. Okay, and then try and watch where I step, when I step here, should I say. Okay, now everyone's timing of their weight shift is slightly different, but for good players, it's before the end of the backswing. So you don't have time to finish the backswing, step, and then start again. You're still going to be slightly incorrect and on the wrong angle. Okay, so we kind of step as we're going back. Okay, So you'll figure it out and you're going to send me videos. Okay, so backswing, step. Okay, and then unwind. So if you watch that slowly, okay, you'll see this early step, and then as I start to turn, the club and the arms drop in the shoulder plane. Okay, to get that club where we want to hit it on that circle. Okay, and that's how the fuller, more athletic golf swing works. Okay, so a little bit of step drill. All right, so let's do sort of 3 or 4 step drill. Then you hit one, obviously trying to feel the same thing, trying to feel that flow of that footwork. Okay. Okay, so you can see how this is going to, or why we needed to soften out the swing, how it's all going to react together. All right. So you can do 3 or 4 of those, and then just normal swings. Okay, so then you just hit normal shots, 3 or 4, and all you're trying to feel a little bit of that weight shift, but you're trying to feel where the shoulders and club is. Is it here? Okay, or is it more here? So is my circle okay? So at the top there, okay, is my circle going that way? Okay, or is it going on the original angle, which to you is going to feel like the right shoulder is dropping down a little bit in the transitional downswing. It'll feel a little bit like that to you. That's actually to keep it on line. Okay, we actually, if you rotate too early, you actually change the plane, and then obviously hit across the golf ball. If the face is open or that grip's a little bit weak, that's when the ball starts to balloon and spin to the right. Okay, so that's all for full swing, and obviously quite an elaborate setup, and then you've got a little bit of that functional work. Okay, just quickly that pivot drill, do that. You can do it helicopter style as well. Okay, so it's like that. In your tilt. Okay. Your forward bend. Arms out. Now when you do it like this, make sure you move your torso. You're not moving your arms. You keep your arms outstretched. They're there to show you the angles. Okay, and then you turn there. Okay, so we're not obviously turning like that. And then most importantly for you, we're not turning like that. Okay, use a little bit of hip, but we're turning back this way. Okay. Okay, so you can do both or you can do either. Okay, but that's what I want from the functional side of things. All right, okay, so a bit of hard work, that's fine. We're going to keep these for the next couple of weeks, so we've got some time, and then obviously you're going to send me videos along the way. Love where everything is. Love that the movement patterns are starting to match correctly, and they're all body and arms and club are all following one another. Okay, now we can start making this thing as good as we possibly can. This swing, this magical circle of yours. Okay, this dynamic athletic circle. Okay, like what's happened so far. Add in this work. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you, mate.